Hello everyone, welcome to Stardust. Robbie here. In today's video, Dino Athanassiou is going to show you a full storyboard sequence that he created for the live-action film, The Sorcerer's Apprentice. Stay tuned.
Welcome to Stardust.
Back in and around 2009-2010, I was contacted by a very good friend of mine, Eamon Butler, who at the time was head of animation at Double Negative, a huge VFX animation company based in the UK. Eamon hired me initially to develop ideas and gags for one of their new projects they were about to work on, Disney's feature The Sorcerer's Apprentice, directed by John Turtletop. So basically I began the process of just coming up with a few various ideas, which then kind of led me into a basic storyline where the main character, played by Jay Baruchel, is the assistant to the main wizard, which is the wizard was played by Nicolas Cage. So initially Jay's character sort of comes along and enters the wizard's lair, which is basically where they conjure up all their spells and their magic. And he approaches the radio and wants to just create some ambience, and he switches on the radio. The first music that comes on is not so fun, it's not the right ambience, so he switches around and then eventually finds the original score to The Sorcerer's Apprentice, originally composed and arranged by Paul Dukas. A wonderful soundtrack, and this became the bed of the music for the Sorcerer's Apprentice sequence, which was primarily a homage to the original Fantasia Mickey sequence, where all the Mops come to life and Mickey tries to use the spell to do the work of for the wizard, but basically a shortcut, so using magic as a shortcut to clean the area. And this basically is the same sort of thing with Jay Baruchel's character. So once he's created the right kind of music, he sort of checks the time. He realizes he's running late. He's supposed to have this kind of wonderful rendezvous with one of his fellow students at his university college, and but looking around him, the whole wizard's lair is such a mess. He realizes it's going to take him ages to kind of clean all this stuff up. So he attempts to first tidy this up in a normal way by just clearing things up manually, and then realizes this is going to take forever. He looks over towards the after putting the special pot down, it's kind of magic. He looks around and he sees towards the cupboard where all the utensils are for cleaning. So as he goes towards it, unknowingly he realizes that some of the wizard's magic has rubbed off him, so he's able to move objects, inanimate objects, off their own accord. And realizing this, at first it's a shock, and then he goes, maybe I can use this new magic to actually clean the whole wizard's lair without even having to do any physical work. So he starts to kind of manipulate all the objects, turns the tap on magically, and fills the buckets with water. Basically orchestrates all the utensils in a way, manipulating his whole sort of environment. So I've got so many other examples here where he's just coming up with all these different ideas. So he's just basically fleshing out a lot of stuff. And of course, when you mix, obviously, water and electricity with a lot of the electrical hoovers and floor buffers and stuff, they all start to kind of mix with the water. Then everything goes haywire. He doesn't realize this at the time because he goes to have a quick shower to get ready for his hot date, and everything starts to come to life. And there's these huge Tesla coils within the whole sequence, and they magically come to life and create all this energy and electricity, which becomes very quite dangerous actually. So again, everything starts to sort of come to life, and anyway, there were so many balls I produced for this whole sequence. Trying to come up with as many different gags as possible. You know, you can see here the water's rising. It gets to where the blood sockets are, and then, yeah, basically it all goes wrong from there. This is Jay Baruchel sort of in the shower, he's doing his hair up, not realizing everything's gone crazy back in the Wizard's Lair. Yeah, there you have it. That's just some of many of the panels that I produced for this whole sequence.